Welcome back. Today we are plunging right into the world of K-beauty.
We are.
We're looking at a Korean hydrogel mask that has gone, well, completely viral across social media.
Oh, you can't miss it. It's everywhere.
And the reason is all about the visual theater. This idea that the mask turns, magically transparent on your face.
As if your skin is just drinking up all the active ingredients.
Exactly. So our mission today is to look past the filters and analyze the science behind that visual trick.
And to look at the brand's specific claims about how effective it really is.
But first, we should probably...
Right, the mandatory disclaimer. We have to say this is all educational commentary. It's not medical advice.
We're just here to analyze the marketing claims and give you the scientific context.
That's it.
Okay, so let's start with the formulation. They're making some big claims. It has 34 grams of solidified ampule serum, 5 layers ceramide.
And 50,000 parts per million of glacial water.
Right. And also something called hyaluronic acid.
Okay, so looking at the actual ingredients, the chemistry for barrier support is genuinely solid.
It is.
Yeah. We've confirmed the niacinamide concentration is around 2%, which peer-reviewed research shows can be effective for strengthening the skin barrier.
And the ceramides.
The ceramides and panthenol are in there, and they work together really well for hydration.
So tell me about hyaluronic acid. Is that a real breakthrough or just good branding?
That's where we get into marketing. Uleo here just refers to a specific lower molecular weight form of hyaluronic acid.
Okay, so it is a real thing.
It's a real thing, and the theory is that using different molecular weights can help the ingredient penetrate a bit deeper into the skin.
But maybe not the 15 layers deep that they claim.
Probably not 15 layers, but it can certainly provide hydration across more zones than a standard HA.
And what about the whole free from 19 harsh ingredients claim? Is that a real benefit or just playing on consumer fears?
It's largely marketing. Many of the ingredients they list as harsh are just common preservatives that keep the products safe. So while it's good to remove known irritants, a long free-from list doesn't automatically mean it's a better product. It just fits that clean beauty trend.
Okay, so the ingredients are solid, but how do they get to claims like moisturizing effects for 150 hours?
Or that it reduces skin temperature by over 5 degrees.
Yeah, that's incredibly specific.
It is, and that brings us to the study itself. The brand funded clinical testing with 22 women.
Okay.
And they did report that moisture increased over 150 hours. But here's the critical detail. The study was self-assessment based.
So the participants reported their own perceived improvements.
Exactly. They felt less red. They felt more moisturized. It's about perception.
Which is very different from objective data, like using a machine to measure water loss.
Fundamentally different. So it's great for showing consumer satisfaction, but it's not scientific proof of a 150-hour performance.
All right, let's talk about the big one, the visual gimmick. The mask becoming transparent is supposed to be proof.
Ironclad proof, they say.
That the actives are penetrating 15 layers deep into the stratum corneum. Is there any truth to that?
It's clever chemistry, but it's not proof of superior absorption.
So what's actually happening?
Think of it like a sponge drying out. As a hydrogel loses water through evaporation, its polymer matrix just naturally contracts and becomes translucent.
So that would happen whether the ingredients were being absorbed or not?
Exactly. The transparency is a sign of water evaporation, not a depth gauge for ingredient absorption.
Which brings me to the price. It's about $9 per mask. That's, well, it's premium pricing.
It is. And the real trade-off you're getting here is contact time.
What do you mean?
The real benefit is that this hydrogel can be worn for hours, even overnight. That extended contact time naturally improves ingredient penetration.
More so than a typical 10-minute paper mask.
Right, and that happens regardless of the visual gimmick.
So, to synthesize all this, the mask's formulation is actually pretty good for hydration and barrier support.
It is. But those big performance claims, the 150-hour duration, the transparency thing, they rely heavily on visual perception and self-reported data.
They're powerful marketing points, but not objective scientific proof.
Exactly. So for you, the listener, what does this all mean? If you want deep hydration from quality ingredients and like the idea of long wear, this product does deliver.
But you have to view those big numbers, like 150 hours, within the context of how they were measured.
And that context is self-assessment.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you. How many other products rely on some kind of immediate visual change to signal that they're working?
Think about a moisturizer that changes color or a cleaning product that foams up really brightly.
What other proof mechanisms are you seeing out there that might just have a simple explanation rooted in material science instead of superior results? Something to think about.